Hello. All right, thanks for joining me to kickstart your handstand. I'm going to give you my top 5 tips, maybe a bonus number 6 to get you started on your handstand journey. Obviously, if you want full instruction, you can get upside down. That will get you to your first handstand. All right, so first things first, our handstand starts with our hands. I see so many people handstanding with flat palms. That's no-nos. So we want to be grabbing the ground, gripping the ground with your fingers, having the little pads of your fingers grabbing, and then put your palms down. So you're creating a tented finger. This requires mobility and it requires practice. So you can put your hands to the ground and grab. Pretend like your hands are in sand and you're pulling that sand back to create a tent. Okay? The second drill is that your handstand will be much lighter if you're stacked. So if you're holding your handstand with muscle, hard. If you're holding your handstand with your bones, easy. So I want you to put your shoulders overhead with your elbows straight. You're thinking of pulling your bicep to your ears and straightening your elbows with a flat hand, because obviously we're going to be on the ground. So can you go, for most people in their mobility are here, thinking of squeeze and press. This also means that your hands need to be stacked. Your shoulders need to be stacked. Your wrists, everything needs to be stacked, and you need to be looking up. So while you're watching a movie or something, I want you to film yourself from the sides, see if you're stacked, and then I want you to look between your hands. That's proper alignment for a handstand. So here's your drill. T to stack, and look between your hands. Pulling those shoulder blades together, you're wrapping and pulling your biceps into your ears, you're flexing your wrists back, that's one of the hardest parts, and you're looking through your eyebrows between your hands. That's where you're always going to look in a handstand. All right, so we got the base, we got our shoulders stacked, then we're going to need some hip mobility. So, got our hands, they're grabbing, we got our shoulders, they're stacked, and we want to be then walking our feet in and getting our hips as stacked as we can get. Because eventually, we don't want to have to go that far to get into a handstand. We want to be able to be right here, hop right up. Okay? So, this drill is good down dog, getting some nice stretch in your hamstrings. You're grabbing the ground, you're stacking your shoulders. You're getting as close to here as you can. If you want to give yourself a nice shoulder mobility here in your down dog, you can. Get back to stack to make sure you're looking through your eyebrows at your hands. All right. Next, if you can't do a cartwheel, you probably shouldn't try to do a handstand, because where are you going to go if you fall over? So our next drill is, can we cartwheel? Doesn't have to be pretty, but if you fall out of your handstand, can you go somewhere? I mean, practicing kicking over. You can even practice, going a little hop. But this is required. Think about your kids when they're playing around. The reason they're not scared to try is because they're not scared they're going to fall flat on their back. So a traditional cartwheel, you're going one hand, two hand. I don't want you to do that because that's not what we do in a handstand. I want you to play around with jumping over your hands from that position. So okay, if I kick up and I go too far, I know how to put my feet on the ground. I'm not going to fall on my back because that's dangerous. Okay. One more drill. And we need a